Hello YouTube. Interesting topic I have for you guys today. Something that you might have thought about in the past and that you've seen discussed a ton. And it's, should you be taking advice from people who don't look like they lived? The question is more deep than it appears at first sight. Basically, it's a close to philosophical question. If someone doesn't have the outward appearance of success, should you be following their path to it? I personally have a certain opinion on it, but first I want to present what most people think or not think. So you will hear a lot of people tell you that you don't need to be muscular to know a thing or two about how to get big. I sort of agree with that. You will hear people say you don't have to be strong to understand how strength exists, how you can apply it, and how you can develop it. I sort of agree with that too. I personally have a cardinal trifecta of rules that I follow when I'm about to take advice from someone. And that trifecta goes as such. Is that person able to demonstrate what she's going to teach me right now? Meaning, if they're going to teach me how to get big, are they big right now? Or are they strong right now? That's one. Two, if they're not, do they have tangible proofs that in the past they were able to achieve that strength or that size? By tangible proof, I don't mean, oh, I used to bench 500 pounds, or oh, I used to have pictures of me at 5% body fat. No. Tangible proofs that can be found online or shown with pictures, with dates, official videos, with records that you can go in a journal and find the name of the person. That's tangible. That's two. Third is going to be, do they have credentials? Do they have diplomas? Do they have things that I can fall back on to say, okay, that person received an education? If either of these points is met, then I'm going to take advice from the person. You can be a complete nerd and look like you don't lift. If you have credentials, I'm going to listen to you when it comes to exercise science. If you have proof that you used to be big and you want to help me get there, I'm going to listen to you. If you are big right now, I'm going to listen to you as well. So that's my 3 points. Some people have all three. Usually the people who have all three are the people you should really take advice from. Some people have only two, some people have only one. I personally have only one. I was never big in the past because I'm fairly young. I don't have any diplomas related to sports science. So the only thing I have is my body has proved that I know what I'm talking about. In a sense, very objectively kind of says that it's not a lot. But if you decide to listen to me, hey, good for me, good for you, right? Outside of these 3 points, I have 2 things that sort of counteract these points, meaning that if that person is guilty of either of these, then I'm maybe not going to listen to them even if they meet the other 3. One, is that person a good person? By good person, I don't mean moral standards like, oh, are they nice to kids, or I don't know, do they like animals, even though it plays a role, but I rather mean, do they have demonstrated in the past a tendency towards lying, towards hurting others, towards being cowardly? All of these will influence my opinion of the person and also my opinion of their feat of strength or feats of size. Because I believe that taking advice from someone you do not respect, A, is not going to be beneficial for you, and 2, from a skeptical point of view, you have no way to know if that person is genuine with their advice. Number 2 is that person natural? And this is where it really starts becoming interesting. I take advice from people who are not natural. I do, like John Meadows. I watch his videos, he has great advice. He's not natural. I try to make sure I listen to their information and I take it with a grain of salt, right? Because I keep in mind that we're not on the same level. They're enhanced and I'm not. People who lie about being natural, I don't listen to. For me, it kills any type of trust I can have in the person. It's a deal breaker. That's the word I was trying to find. So that's my 5 points. That's what I believe. I'm not going to explain too much on that because I want to hear what your points are and if you agree with mine. But there are one last thing I want to say. Even if I have an academical respect for the person who has degrees, someone talking about building muscle when they couldn't do it themselves, I'm going to be a little bit more cold towards them because I'm a man of action and I believe in experience more than I believe in theories. But that's just me. I respect science, I respect academic accomplishments. I've been through my fair share of academia. Anyone who can get a PhD in any field has my respect because I couldn't do it and I don't want to do it. It's too much work and I have a deep appreciation for people who can survive in that type of environment. So that's my take on that age-old question. Should you be gifting advice if you don't look like you lift? My answer is yes, if you used to look like you lift, or if you've opened books about lifting and the state gave you a diploma. So that's my opinion on that. I know that people have completely different opinions, so I would love to hear them in the comments. Let me know what you think and have a good day.